Good morning. Welcome to a beautiful day. We are going to do some planting today. Awesome. Finally. So Matt got these tomato trellises up, which is just so much help knowing where the tomatoes are going to be. So I know where I have left to plant. Our weather has been so nice just all of a sudden that I should be getting everything out here. I could probably plant tomatoes and peppers already. That's kind of where we're at. We've had a few things come up and I haven't been able to get a lot of this cold hardy stuff planted. I did get the cauliflower last week planted out here with the boys, and unfortunately some ladies keep flying in my garden. Matt has been clipping wings, but we haven't had time to just sit down and do all the chickens. So unfortunately I'm seeing a lot of this where we planted our cauliflower. It is super disappointing because it took us a long time to get it out here and everything, but it looks like we've got about 7 plants left. Rather than just waste all this space in between where we had the cauliflower, I'm gonna plant some broccoli in here because we're gonna use up the space. Oh, I feel like I've been out here all day. Got about a half dozen broccoli plants left, but I used up this whole area. Everywhere where the cauliflower really wasn't coming up. Some of it had even died. I replaced it with broccoli, but I've got about a half dozen I'm gonna have to find homes for around the garden. But I found a tiny little spot next to our garlic and strawberries. I'm planting some white Vienna and purple Vienna kohlrabi. Now that the sun is kind of going down, I thought it would be a great time to go into the shady part of the garden. Down here at the end of the garden, there's some unused space here. I didn't quite bring the potatoes and onion rows down this far. Our tomato trellises ended right there. So there's this open space. Things don't usually grow here, and I am going to put our cabbage down here, which I feel like the last few years I've put our cabbage down here. It never really does well, but I'm hoping to get some fall cabbage into this year after we get some of these other things, onions, garlic, things out. I'm hoping for this cabbage to be my sauerkraut cabbage. I think maybe like 3 or 4 weeks ago we used our last jar of sauerkraut, and I probably only made, it was around a dozen, maybe 18 jars of sauerkraut, so we don't really eat that much of it. And then hopefully the cabbage I grow later on can be more for storage, or I'll throw it in the freezer. It's gonna be cabbage, isn't it pretty? Yeah. Here you go. Did it hit the spot? It's cold. I just put ice in it. Good?
Oh, Mama.
It's fine. It's shut. High five.
Oh, Mama, Mommy.
High five. You want more?
Yeah.
So it's the next day. We had just a wonderful day planting yesterday, but it got so hot out. Everybody got sunburnt. and it was just exhausting. And today it's looking like it's going to be a cool, cloudy day, and I'm actually really looking forward to it. Hey, crazy driver, you almost took out my peony. Thank you. What you doing?
Cleaning. I got new tires for this. Trying to get this all cleaned out.
Siding's a little off.
Yep. The whole thing's got to get resided ever since it got hit by that tree.
So it's way too early to be planting our sunflower seeds, but I'm planting them anyways. I'm hoping to get a row of bush beans down here, and my sunflowers are going to be behind them. And I want to get the bush beans in like weeks ago, so I'm going to plant these. I saved some mammoth sunflower seeds from last year. One of the kids got a pack of sunflower seeds from their teacher, and we saved seeds from those that we planted last year. And then we also got some lemon queen sunflowers from my gardener. So hopefully this will be all beautiful and sunflowers all down the back of our garden, if these ladies don't eat all the seeds first. You're gonna come eat them, aren't you? She's like, come on girls, you should try these, they're delicious. Hey, get out of there. I tried to deter the chickens with these tomato cages kind of on the side of the fence here. It's not really working too great. I did get a whole bunch of sunflower seeds planted, so hopefully they don't find them all. I also got a row started. I'm going to be planting some bush beans. Last year was our first year ever planting bush beans. I had always tried pole beans and I really didn't know what the fuss was about. And then I found out that around here nobody really plants pole beans. They only plant bush beans. So last year we did a contender bush bean in the hoop house, and it did really, really well, and we planted it really super late. So I'm really excited. Today I'm going to be trying the top crop bean from my gardener, and this one actually says I could have planted it 8 to 12 weeks before the first frost. I could have already gotten these in, which would have been really nice because I would have been getting an earlier harvest before I put some contender beans in here. So hopefully we can get 2 harvests off this. So we're finally up in front of the house getting some of this flower bed planted, which is super exciting. We got some coneflowers down in here that we started from seed a while ago. We also put some hyssop down here, and then we got some native plants from a place in Minnesota, called Prairie Moon Nursery. And so we put some purple prairie clover and some Drummond's aster down here, and then we have a lot of native plants that we're going to be putting in the back that we got from them as well. We also put a lot of fun stuff like zinnias, poppies, and just a lot of wildflowers. How's it going to look, Matt?
Sweet.
What are your bees going to think?
I think it'll look nice. I just want something up here other than pine trees and green bush after the lilacs are done.
I also tried to plant some amaranth on that cross trellis back there, and I thought I had started some from seed just to get it going, but I looked and I didn't have any, so apparently I never started it.
I planted sunflowers in the back.
Oh yeah, Evan did plant sunflowers in the back. So the kids found a bunch of their gnome and fairy garden stuff they're going to put out, and it looks like they've been collecting it throughout the year because there were quite a few more things than I remembered having. You guys excited to put them out?
Yeah.
They even helped sort through them. They're like, oh, I already have one of these, you can have that one.